Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Today's video is going to be my makeup monthly for the month of October. I'm going to be going through all of my favorite products, the products that failed me, and then everything in between, the products that I thought were just okay. I always have a ton to talk about in my makeup monthlies, so let's go ahead and get started. In the past, I was doing my just fine products and then my fails and then my favorites. Reason being is I just never wanted to kick off a video on the negative side because I don't know, it's just something that bugged me. I've been getting a lot of comments in asking if I would switch up the format a little bit and start with the fails, move to the fine products, and then end with the favorites. So we're gonna go ahead and try it that month, and I'll just look at it as like getting the bad stuff out of the way. But I do have a couple of different fails throughout the month. First one is a skincare product. This is the Pre-Cleanse Balm from Dermalogica. And this just did really not work out for me. It also came with a mitt, which actually I really enjoy the mitt. I use this quite a bit. But the actual product, the Pre-Cleanse Balm, I just cannot get down with this. It's in a squeezy tube like this, and then when you squeeze it out, the balm is like very, very thick. And I don't find it easy to spread on my face, even using the mitt or just my fingers. I don't find it super easy to spread across my face, but it says that it's a deep cleansing balm to oil to melt away any impurities and makeup from skin. So you're supposed to be able to use this to remove your makeup, and I do not think it does a good job at removing makeup. I especially don't think it does really anything around the eye area. I don't think it removes liquid lipsticks, glitter, eyelash adhesive, I mean eyeliner. It really, I have a lot of problems when using this one. The couple of times that I tried using this, I always had to come back in with another makeup remover to remove the rest of the residue across my face. So I've been trying this one out. I've been seeing really good things about it, but it's really done nothing for me. It's $45. Like I said, you get the mitt with it, which this I enjoy. I use it in my skincare routine quite a bit now, but the actual Pre-Cleanse Balm is not very good. I have a couple products here that I used in my testing new drugstore makeup video. I've been trying to get some reviews together on the products that I tried out in that video because it was a first impression. So I do have a few in this makeup monthly that I'll talk about, but unfortunately I do have a couple fails. So this next one is called the Mighty Contour. It is from Soap and Glory. So inside you have like a contour shade, which to me was more of a bronzer, and then you also have a cream blush and a cream highlight. And these are all cream products. It's $15 at Ulta. I tried mine out in the shade Happy Medium. It really didn't work out the best for me. The bronzer wasn't bad, and I like cream bronzer or cream contour. I like those more than, I don't like cream blush at all, and I'm not a huge fan of cream highlighter, but I do it. I realized that it faded away pretty quickly. Like by the end of the day, I couldn't really tell that I had a bronzer or like a contour shade on unless I had gone also in with a powder. And then the cream blush, I really did not like that one at all. I mean, I don't like cream blushes anyways, but again, it was almost like you put it on your face and blend it out, and it just was kind of like boop, 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 boop. She gone. And I was like, wait, what? And then the highlight the highlight didn't do much for me either. I got more excited, like seeing it in the pan, I truly just thought it was like a white cream. I was like, well, what is this? It does have a nice shimmer to it, but again, it's not enough. It's just not enough for me. It didn't show up enough on the skin, and again, like just overall, I thought everything faded really, really quickly. And then last up in the fail category, and then also from the trying new drugstore makeup, were these quads from Ardell, these eyeshadow quads. So these are called the Sensual Eyes eyeshadow palettes. I got these sent to me in Let's Live and then also Cabana. I will say I typically try to mention if I buy or get sent items. Every single item that I've mentioned in the fail was sent to me in PR, unfortunately. So I hate when that happens. I love getting PR packages so much, and it thrills me, but you know, a big reason why I get sent PR is so I can give my honest reviews. It never matters to me if I get sent something or not. But yes, these eyeshadow quads I tried out, which I think it was this one, Let's Live, is the one that I used in the video, and then I have tried this one 2 times, and then I tried this other one 2 other times. So I tried 3 and 2 for the eyeshadow palettes, and unfortunately this really bummed me out because when I was using them, I actually got pretty excited. I was like, okay, things are showing up well. They seem to be pretty pigmented. When I was going through in the video, I used a couple of the shimmers, and I tried them first without a damp brush like I normally would with most eyeshadow palettes. I like to see how the quality of the eyeshadow is without any sort of like mixing medium or anything first, and I was like pleasantly surprised. But you could see by the end of that video that the eyeshadow had already faded. So the next couple times that I went in with both these palettes, I was using a damp brush for the shimmers, and again it was like they apply really nicely, like they apply great, but within like an hour to 2 hours, they are really, really faded on the eyes, so they just do not hold up. I tried different primers and all of that fun stuff, and I just could not get these eyeshadows to last on me. They are $12.99, which is pretty expensive for the 4 eyeshadows. I would not be able to recommend these for the price. They ended up not working out for me. I had high hopes for them, but shoot. So switching over to the products that I thought were just okay for the month of October, I love adding in this section because there's so many times where certain products cannot be classified as a favorite, like must-have for me, but they also were not a fail, and I would still like to tell people about them, and maybe they will work out for you after you hear my review of them. And I do actually have a product here from Ardell that I did try out in that drugstore makeup video that I liked a lot more than the eyeshadow quads. Now these are the matte whipped lipstick from Ardell. It's like their version of the liquid lipstick. This shade that I have is an upscale flavor. I also have a red one. I'll insert some swatches of these so you can see them both, and I'll do the red swatch as well so you can see it. I actually really like these. I like them in the video. The texture of this liquid lipstick was a little bit different. When I first saw matte whipped and I first started to apply it, it reminded me right away of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I was like, I am not gonna like this because I do not like the ABH liquid lipsticks, but they are actually much more comfortable, very, very different from that formula. They do not feel very thick or moussey on the lips like the ABH ones do. It was much more comfortable, but it almost feels like it dries to like a powder. When you press your lips together when wearing these, it's really like an odd sensation. It's almost like I've powdered my lips. It's very bizarre, but I wasn't mad at it. It just took a little bit to get used to because I don't think I have another liquid lipstick that does that. But I found these to be very comfortable, and I found them to have a pretty decent wear time. They're not the longest lasting liquid lipstick that I've ever tried, but they have a pretty decent wear time. The only other downfall that I saw to it was that since it is kind of thicker, it's also not super easy to build up. So sometimes when liquid lipsticks don't last as long, if there's still like a thin enough formula that you can reapply after you need it after a couple hours, then it's not so bad. But this one is kind of like, doesn't last the longest, doesn't reapply the best, but it's still pretty good. I still had to give it to it. It's still pretty good. So I did want to mention this one in case you're interested in finding or trying out a new liquid lipstick formula. These are $9.99, so not a terrible price either. A little bit more expensive, of course, for drugstore because you can get some other ones for like the $5 or $6 range, but still not bad. So I did want to mention this. Another product that I want to talk about that I thought was pretty decent is from Tarte Cosmetics. It is the Pearly Girl, their teeth whitening pen. So I've been seeing a lot of good reviews on this one. Like on this Ofra website, there's all these great reviews. It's just a, you know, the classic teeth whitening pen. I see it on the Tarte Snapchat quite a bit. Everybody's always using it to whiten their teeth, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try it. It's $22. I remember I bought it either during like the 8% cash back or one of my gift card trips. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. $22, like let's just try it out. So I think it's okay, but it's not like life-changing to me, but it wasn't a complete fail. And the reason I say that is because I do think it works, and I did notice my teeth getting whiter, but I have to use this every single day and like 4 times a day to see the difference. When I only use it once a day, I don't see a difference. If I skip days, like if I use this a bunch of days, I notice my teeth getting whiter, and then I'll take like 2 days off, boom, my teeth have faded again. And I'm like, ugh. So I have this sitting out in my bathroom that's by my office. It's just always by the sink. Because if I put it in a drawer, I will forget it. And I do like to have whiter teeth, of course, who doesn't? So I just always have to have it sitting out. So for me, I have to use it very regularly and multiple times a day to see a difference. So that's kind of a bummer, but it does work. So next up, I have a highlighter that I want to talk about, and this is from Burberry. So you know this is gonna be expensive. This one was sent to me by Burberry, and this one is called their Fresh Glow Highlighter, and mine is in the shade Rose Gold. It's Burberry. It has great packaging, very beautiful, very sturdy. It has the mirror inside. I would have no issues like traveling with this guy. I know that my highlight's not going to shatter, and that's great. But it's $68 for this highlight, and I don't think it's all that special. That hurts me to say. That hurts me to say because I've actually tried out a lot of different items from Burberry lately. I have no idea how I caught the attention of Burberry. Let me just say that. I truly have no idea how that happened. They've been sending me quite a few items and I've been trying out some of the things. I've been really enjoying them and I like this highlight. I like this highlighter. I think it's very pretty. It does take some time to build it up. You definitely need to use a dense brush to really get the full amount of payoff, but it reminds me a bit of the NARS Double Take blush that I reviewed in my holiday collection review, and that I said it was like just okay, but I didn't think it was worth the price point, which I think that one was like in the $40 range, and this one is $68. Like, yeah, you're getting a crap ton of highlighter, but I think that there are better highlighters. I think there's better highlight palettes out there for that type of money. I did want to mention it because I do still think it's nice. It's a very pretty highlight. If you like more subtle highlights, you know, where you just do the one swipe and you got just a little bit of glow to it, which after seeing my highlight versus matte makeup challenge, maybe I should be reaching into this one a bit more. But if you like those type of highlights, or if you really enjoy high end, I do not think that this is a bad highlight. I just think you have to work for it a little bit. And for $68, like, I don't think that you should have to work that much, but still a nice highlighter. Just didn't blow my socks off for the price range is all. So the last item that I want to mention here in the fine category was sent to me from my friend Candace. She recently sent me a box of makeup and I've just been working my way through it. She sent me the Yes Please palette. I have it on my eyes today. I used that in my Trying Subscribers favorite makeup video. I'll have that one linked down below. This makeup look will be on my Instagram soon. I do a lot of my tutorials over on my Instagram. If you want to follow me over there, I'm March Beauty Word. I was really excited to also see this one from Colourpop. This is in collaboration with Carucci. It's the Femme Rosa Her face palette. So inside you have a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, and I do have all three on my cheeks today from this palette. Now, I really like this palette. Like, I really like this palette, and I went back and forth of, do I put it in the fine category or do I put it in the fave category? And I decided to put it in the fine because there are some times where I go to reach for this palette and I'm like, no, you can't do it today. This palette is insanely pigmented. Insanely, but it's kind of one of those things where it's so pigmented it can be a tiny bit hard to blend and a little hard to work with. If you go in with a heavy hand, you are going to have like streaks of the bronzer on your face, like clumps of bronzer on your face. If you go in too hard on the blush, you're going to look like a clown. So that's why I'm going to put it in the fine category. It is still really good. It's still really beautiful, and I'm going to keep reaching for it. It's only $15, which I don't think is a bad price at all. There's not a mirror, which is kind of a bummer. I wish it did, but for $15 and for three really pretty shades, I do think it's good. I just need to warn you because I've made my face looking crazy a couple times after using the Her palette. But I'm going to jump over to my favorites for the month. I do have a beauty influencer to recommend. I do have some makeup favorites, and then I do have two books that I will recommend as well at the end. If you guys don't know, I am a published author and also a book blogger. I do like to recommend a beauty influencer, and how I recommend my beauty influencer is that I send out a newsletter about every month or every other month, and I just have some more beauty reviews in there, a standout product, what I've been eyeing, a new release, things like that. But I started adding in an interview with a beauty influencer. And each month that I do feature someone and I send out the newsletter, I will also feature her in my makeup monthly. My friend Kelly, I will have her channel linked down below. I've just been loving watching her videos. She has amazing hair. She does so many fun videos. I just feel like if you are someone who, if you like my channel, I feel like you will really like Kelly's channel too. I think that she's so much fun. I love her personality. I love her vibes. I will have an interview with her featured in my beauty newsletter, just getting to know her a little bit more, why she started YouTube, some of her favorite makeup steps, her favorite videos to make, and that sort of thing. So I did want to give Kelly a shout out. Again, her YouTube and Instagram will be linked down below. I hope that you will go check her out and let her know that I sent you. So to jump into some of my makeup favorites, I found a new foundation this month that I immediately on first application I was like, uh-oh, I really like this one. This is called the Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. It is from Charlotte Tilbury. I found this on the Beautylish website for $46. My shade is in 5, which is medium. This was sent to me from Charlotte Tilbury. I did receive my first PR package from the Charlotte Tilbury last month, which still has me pretty surprised, not even gonna lie. But I have just been loving this. The reason why I like this foundation so much is because it looks insanely natural on my skin. That was the word that the first time I applied it and I was looking at my face, I was like, what is it? What is it about my face that I'm liking so much right now? It looks natural, but just better. It's like, you know how you always say like your lips but better with those kind of like nude lipsticks? Like that's this foundation. It's your skin but better. I really enjoy it. I would say it's a medium coverage, and when I was reading on the Beautylish website, it says that Charlotte Tilbury calls this her holy grail of foundations, and I was like, girl, I get it. I get why you said that. She did send me a couple other foundations as well to try, but honestly, I can't stop using this one. This is the one. This is the one that has me right now, and I am really enjoying it. So it's $46, and you do get 1.4 fluid ounces of product, which is better than your standard 1 ounce that you usually get. But yeah, this one has stolen my heart right now. So next up, I do want to talk about a sheet mask. I have a huge love for sheet masks. I own so many of them, and I do have a couple of different favorite brands, and one of them is definitely Patchology. This is a newer sheet mask from them. It is called their Milk Peel 5-Minute Flash Mask. I've been sharing this on Instagram. I'm pretty sure, I think both the Charlotte Tilbury and this sheet mask are both featured in my newsletter. That's when I really want to hit it home. Like, no, I really, really enjoy these products, guys. You should check them out. So this one is also featured in there. What I really like about the Patchology masks is that a lot of them are only 5 minutes, which sometimes other sheet masks are 15, 20, even 30 minutes to get the full effects. And Patchology, a lot of their masks are only 5, which is perfect for me, someone who's very busy and who always likes to be multitasking and doing things, and I can't be doing all these different things when I got a sheet mask on my face for 30 minutes. But it says that it dissolves dead cells, smooths and brightens without any irritation. It's inspired by a top Korean beauty trend. It says our plant-based milk peel flash mask is gentle enough for even sensitive skin, which I do have, and it makes it for a perfect peel for first timers. So I really enjoy the mask for that, because sometimes peels or anything that is too harsh will hurt my skin, will make it very red. I have no irritation when I use this, and you can tell that your skin just feels like, the word that I think of when after I use this mask is soothed. Like, it feels soothing, which is interesting because it's a peel at the same time. But I really enjoy this. If you suffer from redness, I've heard a lot of people say that this takes away the redness in their skin as well. So you can find Patchology on their website. I do have a discount code with them. It is an affiliate code. I will put it here on the screen if you are interested. But Patchology is also found at Ulta, so I will have both of them linked down below. But this is the sheet mask I keep reaching for these days. So I have some lip products to talk about. I do have a few favorites in here that were also featured in, I believe it's yesterday's video where I am doing the holiday reviews. I didn't want to put in too many of those because I did do a very in-depth review video just the day before that I will have linked down below. But I do have a couple favorites that, like, again, I just want to point it out, reiterate it again in case you didn't see that video, and just let you know that I really have been enjoying these products. So these are the liquid lipsticks from Sigma Beauty. I have just been enjoying these so much. I'm continually reaching for them. My shades that I have are a New Mod, which is a nude mauve lipstick, and then the other one is in Foxglove, which is a bright blackberry. I love both of the shades. Honestly, I really have been loving this shade quite a bit. These are $15. Again, I just really like this formula. It's a bit more drying, but to me, it's actually comfortable on the lips and very long lasting, so I keep reaching for these Sigma lipsticks. So next up, I have an indie brand that I want to suggest a few items from. The brand is Krisanna Cosmetics. I've mentioned her quite a bit on my channel and on my Instagram as well. I've been trying out her products for over a year now, and I've been so happy with it. She is an indie brand. She's also cruelty-free. I, of course, will have her website and also Instagram listed down below, but I really want to recommend these new single shadows that she just came out with. These are only $7 a piece for foiled shadows. They remind me so much of the Makeup Geek foiled shadows. It is crazy. So I do have 5 different shades. I'll insert swatches of all of them so you can see them, but I have been so impressed with these. I think they are so fantastic. For only $7, I feel like that's awesome. I do have a discount code with Krisanna as well. It is March Beauty. I will have it here on the screen. I will also have it down below, and it would save you 15%. And you can also buy, she has a bundle of all of the 5 single eyeshadows that I will show in some swatch clips. You can get all 5 of them for $30 if you're interested, plus then you can get the 15% off. I really enjoy her brand though, and I enjoy her. Like, she's so supportive, and I try to be just as supportive back as I can. I would also really recommend her liquid lipsticks, and if you like metallic lipsticks, she has metallic liquid lips as well. But these single shadows I think are awesome. She's got a lot of really fun colors colors. I really enjoy this gold all over the lid. I think it is beautiful, but this dark blue one is also really pretty. But again, they are really beautiful foiled shadows and only $7. So next up I have some more lip products that I can mention. I feel like I've probably mentioned these in a favorites video in the past, but I've been wearing them more and more lately as well, so I thought I would mention them again. They are the liquid lipsticks from Ofra Cosmetics. I just am so impressed with these. I've heard people recommend these over and over and over again, and I did not purchase my first Ofra liquid lipstick until this year, and I finally figured it out. I was like, oh yes, I really do enjoy these liquid lipsticks. I have Manhattan on today. That is what is on my lips. It's a beautiful dark berry color. I think it is gorgeous. This one was sent to me from Octoly, so a big thank you to Octoly and Ofra for sending it to me. They also sent me Atlantic City, which I was wearing this in my eyeshadow palette collection, and so many people complimented me on my red lipstick. It was like Atlantic City from Ofra. It's a beautiful true red. I love finding true reds, not pink reds, true reds, and that is what Atlantic City is. But then I do have two other shades here that I would recommend. This one is Manila. This is one of my favorite shades. This is the one I think I've had the longest from. This is my first one from Ofra, and I love it. It is such a beautiful nude. And then also this one I just tried out the other day in my highlight versus matte challenge. This is Nude Potion. It was one in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, and I thought it was a really beautiful light pinky nude. So pretty, but these have been some of my favorites at the moment. I will insert swatches so you can see what all of them look like. I love this formula. I think it is so long lasting. I think it's very comfortable too. These are $17. You can get them on the Ofra website, or they also are available at Ulta. One of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. I'll mention this one real quick because I did feature it in my holiday review video, but the Becca Apres Ski Glow Face Palette. That one. This one. I love this. I love this face palette. I love every single shade inside. I love the mirror. I love the bronzer. I love the blush. I love the highlights. I love mixing the highlights. I have been so impressed with this palette. I love the packaging. I think it's fantastic. I will definitely be traveling with this over the holidays. So impressed. It's $54, so it's quite expensive. If you're going to be shopping the VIB sale, I suggest getting it then. So almost finished. So the next favorite that I had is from Soap & Glory. So this one was also sent to me from Soap & Glory in that PR package. This is the Speed Plump Overnight Miracle Moisture Mousse. Alrighty then. So basically it's just an overnight sleeping cream. It says with air amazing bubble boost technology, and I was like, what is this? So first of all, I love the way it smells. It smells like some sort of candy. But I will insert a couple of close-ups of it too, because you can see it has like this interesting kind of bubbles that form inside. It's very moussey feeling. It's just, it's so different from anything that I've really ever tried, but I think it feels so good on the skin. I could just like massage it into my skin for so long, between the feel of it, the scent of it. I love it all. I have quite a few sleeping creams, but this is the one that I have been reaching for lately. So this is $20. I will link it to the Ulta website down below if you're looking for a new sleeping cream and one that you can get at the drugstore. I would recommend this one from Soap & Glory. It's been my new go-to. And then lastly, I want to recommend two eye creams. They are not dupes for one another. One is more of an eye cream and one is more of an eye gel, but one is a drugstore and one is high-end, and I really like them both. So I wanted to recommend them both in case maybe one would suit you better. So one from the drugstore is this one from Olay. It's called their Olay Eyes Deep Hydrating Eye Gel. Now this one is $29.99 at Ulta, so I still do think that it is pretty pricey for an eye gel, but it is really, really good. I was actually able to work with Olay on a few Instagram posts. I did a 28-day challenge with them, and I have my full review on my blog. If you would be interested in reading that, I can leave my review links down below. But I was able to test this product out, and this was really the standout to me. I really, really enjoyed this one. I love the cooling effect it has on my skin, and this is what I like to use in the morning underneath my eyes after I do all of my skincare. I then come in with this Olay one, and a little bit goes such a long way. Even though this is a pretty small jar, it's 0.5 fluid ounces, I mean, I feel like it's still gonna last me a really long time because a little bit goes a very long way. And of course, you're talking about your under eye area. You're not, you know, putting this all over your face. So I still feel like it's going to last me a really long time. So I've really, really been liking this one. The high-end one that I have is from Belif. It's the Moisturizing Eye Bomb. This came to me as a Sephora sample, so the actual full size is quite a bit bigger. And then the full size is $48. So $30, $48. I mean, it just depends on which one works better for you. But but I've never tried the eye balm from Belif, but I have tried a lot of their other products and I've been really impressed with them, and wow, was I impressed with this one. This one is more of a thicker eye cream. I like to use this one at night. Again, a little bit goes a long way, but this one doesn't have like the cooling effect of the Olay one, but it's almost just a little bit thicker, like, you know, kind of with my sleeping creams, I like them to be a little bit thicker at night, and that's what this eye balm reminds me of. So that's what I've been using in the nighttime. So I use Olay in the morning and the Belif at night. An eye cream or an eye gel is something that I'd never miss. I always have those in my collection. I always use them on a daily basis, and usually morning and night. It's just part of my skincare steps that I cannot pass up. So I wanted to mention both of these because I've really been enjoying them. But, so those are all of my makeup and beauty favorites that I had for the month of October. I finished off my makeup monthlies talking about some book reviews, the 5-star books that I read throughout the month, but I understand that not everybody is a book lover. That's why they go at the end. If you wanted to keep watching, and I have 2 book recommendations that I can give to you, I'll chat about those next. But if this is where you are leaving, I would totally understand that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything is always linked down below in case you're interested about any of the products that I did talk about. But why don't we move ahead and chat about the 2 books that I gave 5 stars to in the month of October. The first book that I have is called The One That Got Away. This is by Melissa Pimental, I believe is how you say her last name. This one is very kind of Jane Austen-esque, I would say, and I really enjoyed it. It takes place across the pond, which right away I think is fun. It revolves around a wedding. It's very chick lit, which I enjoy. Chick lit is one of my favorite genres to read. I like this one because we get the point of view from both of the main characters, Ruby and Ethan. We get an insight into both of their heads, and I like the flashback aspects. So we get to see how they met, how they fell in love, how their relationship went wrong. We get to see all of that in the past as we see how they are coming together. I thought that one was really good. So that one is The One That Got Away. And then the other book that I gave 5 stars to is called See You Later, Broadway, and this is by Melissa Baldwin. Melissa is one of my friends that I have met from being in the book industry for a while, and she writes some amazing books. She's got a lot out there. These both will be linked down below. I'll link my reviews and then also the Amazon links, but I really enjoyed See You Later, Broadway. It takes place in New York. I love reading about books in New York, and I remember when I was writing my review, one of the things that I said was I was just waiting, like every couple of pages I was waiting to hear plot twist, because there are so many like twists and turns that happen throughout this book. It really kept me on my toes, but it was very engaging and very fast paced. If you love chick lit books, again, I would recommend Melissa and also See You Later, Broadway in particular. Alright guys, after those 2 books that I gave 5 stars to, that's going to do it for my makeup monthly for the month of October. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my favorites, some of my fails, the products that I thought were just fine, with a couple of book reviews in there, and also my beauty influencer feature. Make sure to go head over to Kelly's channel and let her know that I sent you. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video or found it helpful in some way. If you did, of course, I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.